Meghan Markle feuded with British Vogue editor Edward Enninful as she guest edited the magazine's September 2019 issue, according to Tom Bower's book. It described Markle clashing with Enninful and his staff both with the suggestions for the issue itself and seeking to alter its publication schedule. In the end, he was so done with her, Enninful told his entire staff to ignore her. "I want to break the internet," Meghan Markle exclaimed to the editorial staff, meaning that she'd control her own image. Listening to the Duchess, the editorial team's expression showed silent exasperation. Most of her contributions were superficial, lacking rhyme or reason. To avoid confrontation, she was never asked to explain. The team wrongly assumed that her comments were inspired by US PR consultant Sunshine Sachs. They were in fact her own ideas. Meghan's description of those conversations was philosophising with editor-in-chief Edward Enninful, over a steaming cup of mint tea. During the last weeks before publication, Meghan offered advice on publicity. She spoke about lighting up the internet inspired by leaks. Enninful was unimpressed. Secrecy, Enninful repeated, was essential for a blockbuster launch. Those irritations came with the turf for Enninful. Shaping a whole issue around the Duchess was a journalistic and commercial coup, promoting Meghan as the country's most influential beacon of change. He gushed in his editorial about this brilliant biracial American powerhouse, who's a positive influence everywhere. None of Vogue's staff witnessed Meghan ever pause to consider whether she crossed the line in a relationship with Enninful. She never appeared to consider the conflict of using her marriage to promote herself. Meghan was uninterested in the boundary that Prince William had identified in a 2017 TV documentary. In a measured way, William had grasped the nettle regarding a royal's public openness with the media. One lesson I've learned is you never let them in too far, because it's very difficult to get them back out again. You've got to maintain a barrier and a boundary, because if you cross it, a lot of pain and problems come from that. Meghan wanted to feature on the cover just as Kate had done in 2016 to mark Vogue's centenary, but during many discussions the editorial team persuaded her that it would be boastful. In public, Enninful would say that it was Meghan's decision not to appear on the cover because she wished to remain humble. The staff recalled the decision being forced on her though. The cover was given to Salma Hayek, a Hollywood star married to Francois-Henri Pinault, a French billionaire who happened to be one of Vogue's leading advertisers. Recently, eagle-eyed royal family fans spotted a subtle South Park jibe at Meghan Markle. The Catherine-related taunt came in the comedy's Worldwide Privacy Tour episode, in which the Prince and Princess of Canada take part in TV interviews and let off fireworks in a demand for privacy. In one sequence, the couple plaster the house of one of the show's central characters, Kyle, with magazine front covers and watch his response from afar. One of the covers is a copy of Catherine's front-page photo shoot for Vogue's 100th anniversary issue, but instead of the Princess of Wales, the parody of Meghan has replaced her sister-in-law dressed in the same clothes. The scene appears to be a reference to the regular digs directed at Meghan that she mimics Kate's style. While the joke may have gone over the head of some viewers, it was appreciated by many Buckingham Palace fans and critics alike. Taking to Twitter, one wrote, "Laughing my ass off. Even in South Park, Meghan copies Catherine," while a second added, "The attention to detail is just perfection," and a third said, "Wow, they left no pages unturned. Brilliant."